What's the real power behind a simple thank you? It's more than just good manners. Today, we're going to break down a really personal message of gratitude to uncover some huge lessons about community, shared journeys, and finding your purpose. And it all kicks off with one profound idea. This right here, this is the whole thing in a nutshell. This was said by life coach Rahul George to his community, and it frames everything we're about to talk about. Connection isn't a one-way street. It's about mutual growth. It's this idea that when you're part of something bigger, you don't just give, you actually become better yourself. So how do you actually build that kind of powerful connection? Well, the message we're looking at today suggests it starts right here, with gratitude. And we're not just talking about saying a quick thanks. We're talking about actively, intentionally acknowledging the people who make the journey possible in the first place. At its heart, what we're analyzing is this incredibly heartfelt thank you from a creator to his community. It's this deliberate pause to just stop and appreciate the entire support system that fuels his work. Now, what's really fascinating is who exactly is getting the thank you. I mean, just look at how broad this is. It's not just the core team or the people who are here right now. It's fellow coaches and healers, his peers, people on a similar path. And he specifically calls out people from every single stage of the journey, from day one to the people who just showed up. Seriously, this is a masterclass in how to show gratitude inclusively. Okay, so gratitude is the foundation. Got it. But, just acknowledging people is one thing. A real community, a strong one, is forged over time. It's built through shared experiences, the good ones and, yeah, the tough ones too. And he's super clear about this. The journey was not a straight line to success. Not at all. It had, as he puts it, the ups and the downs, the twists and the turns. And honestly, acknowledging the struggle is what makes the whole thing feel so real, so authentic. And this is the reason why it all works. The challenges become doable because of the community. Just knowing that there are people out there in your corner, cheering you on, that's the fuel you need to keep going. It's the psychological power of a support system in action. And get this, we're not talking about some project that's been going for a year or two. This has been a journey spanning over 2 decades. You can really see the whole arc here, from the very beginning all the way to some pivotal support that came from key people just recently. It just goes to show community building is a marathon, not a sprint. So what does all this support, all this shared struggle actually lead to? Well, it leads to tangible results. Success in a community isn't just some vague feeling. It's marked by real, measurable milestones that everybody gets to celebrate together. Now, let's just talk about the scale here for a second. Hitting over 100 interviews on one podcast, that's a huge achievement in itself. But then, when you zoom out, you see it's more than 1,000 podcasts produced in total. Those aren't just numbers on a screen. They represent a massive library of shared stories and a truly collective effort. So, what's the point of all these stories? Well, the speaker calls it getting a ringside view of other people's journeys. Listeners get to hear these stories, which then sparks inspiration, and that in turn helps them see improvements in their own lives. So the milestone serves the whole community, not just the creator. It's brilliant. This brings us to what might be the most powerful idea in this entire explainer. The impact of this community doesn't just stay inside the group. Oh no, it radiates outward. Let's talk about the ripple effect. The concept is so simple, but it's also kind of profound. Think about it. When you empower someone with new skills, in this case a coach or a healer, they don't just keep those benefits to themselves. They go out and use those skills to help their own clients, creating these amazing waves of positive change. And here's the breakdown. It's a clear 4-step process. 1. A person gets trained. 2. They apply that training to help clients. 3. Those clients see the benefits. And 4. A much wider positive impact is created. The key takeaway here is that the work has a multiplier effect. It's not addition, it's multiplication. All right, so after looking back on 2 decades of work, celebrating these huge milestones, and seeing this massive ripple effect, where do you go from there? You might think it's time for a break, but the message isn't one of completion. It's one of renewed purpose. I mean, how electric is that quote? Despite everything that's been accomplished, the mindset is that the real journey is just beginning. And this isn't just talk. This forward-looking energy is backed by concrete plans, like rolling out new workshops to empower the community even more.
It is all about momentum.
And this is the final piece of advice, the big takeaway. It really distills everything we've talked about, the gratitude, the community, the impact, into a personal call to action for every single one of us. The ultimate goal of this entire shared journey is to help each individual find and live their own purpose. So as we wrap this up, we're left with this one important question. Thinking about this case study, take a second to think about your own journey. Who are the team members, the fellow travelers, the supporters who have been on the sidelines cheering you on? Acknowledging them might just be the first step to building your own incredible community.